Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So after I have shared the video on stick body, short strike, retrograde, long power and short power, I got requests on asking me to describe or to share more on the line of fire. Okay. So I'm going to share with you the basic of the line of fire because this is very important. But before that, I like to share with you the following. Okay, line of fire is the key cause of fighting. Okay. And as our Wing Chun ancestor or the Chinese martial art ancestor, for example in Shaolin, the idea of martial science or martial arts is always strengthen the body and self-defense. Never elect to get into fighting, okay? And because this is related to Buddhism, the Buddhist art always has to follow the precepts, the sila. And one of the sila is thou shalt not kill, meaning that we must not killing other living beings or hurting other living beings. Okay. Now the problem is like this. Okay, the problem is human being, human nature has a tendency of bullying other people when we are stronger or we are better or we are richer or we are more aggressive. Okay. So human is like that. There's no difference between you or me. We often, if we get stronger, richer, more aggressive, we like to bully other people. Okay? So the Buddhist sila or the Buddha Dharma, the Buddha's teaching is teach one that one need to follow the sila or the precept, keep the precept, hold the precept. At any time, one check oneself against or in reference to the sila, the precepts. In this case, one shall not kill, one shall not bully other people, one shall not hurt other people. This is the one of the 5 precepts, which is the Buddha teach. Okay. So back to the martial arts, be it from Shaolin or Wing Chun, we usually say, oh, Wing Chun is from Shaolin, a Buddhist art. Okay, so be it from Shaolin or Ermei, all this is Buddhist art, and Buddhist art follow the precepts on those are not killed. Okay, and that's why it is said the martial art is for strengthen the body and self-defense. Okay, and this is very important. If we cannot hold the precepts of knowing what we are doing, we will end up with bullying other people and do a lot of bad thing. Okay, and destructive thing just because of we like whatever we like to do. Okay, and that is not good. Okay, that is going to create problem in society and in country, and it's going to be doing bad for other people. So it's very simple to say that, oh, we don't want to bully other people. But even if you look at the Hong Kong martial art movie, okay, look at the hero. After at first they were bullied, and then at the end they revenge. And then when they revenge, didn't they bully other people too? So what's the difference between the good guy and bad guy if that's the case, right? So it is better to know the sila, those are not killed. And people sometimes carry in the sila far enough to say, well, I don't even want to kill animal. That's why I want to be a vegan, I want to be a vegetarian, because that's about compassionate. Because I'm human, I don't have life. I don't have right to take others animals' life and eat them. Okay. And enjoy the other animals' meat and so forth. Okay, so that is the teaching of the ancient Shaolin or Buddhist related martial arts, and I think that's important. Okay, it just keep us out of issue. Okay. Okay, so the line of fire, which is I'm going to share with you here, is something which is usually in general people don't want to share, because what good is to teach people to fight other people, to beat other people, or to bully other people? Okay, where we have to watch ourselves out that, hey, you know, are we holding the precepts of not killing, not hurting, not bullying? Okay, so however, I am going to share with you here because I look at it in the angle of self-defense, especially for our female Wing Chun sisters or the weaker Wing Chun brothers who is probably sick or get aging. Okay, and we need to know this because this is a science. Okay, it's nothing mysterious. It's a science, and this is the reality. We need to know this, not even to defend ourselves, but just to run. Okay, because if we know this, we can run. So the notion today I'm going to share with you is so that we can run. Okay, it's okay to be chicken. Okay, rather than bully other people or cause ourselves in trouble. Okay, because we don't want to take law in our hand or being emotional or being gung-ho or those kind of stuff. Okay, so line of fire is extremely important because this is a part of momentum handling. Okay, line of fire is like highway. From one place to go other place, we need that highway. Okay, to traveling back and forth, that highway. So for example, if we want to drive a car, we need to know what is a highway and we can drive in the highway. Okay, so that is what the line of fire is about. And also in this line of fire, it is dynamic, high speed, anything can happen. It is based on the law of physics, law of motions and momentum and force. Okay, it is all dynamic, nothing static or nothing stand still. Okay, everything change at every split of seconds. Okay, so line of fire is defined within a range. Okay, the line which, for example, I'm looking at you, you are looking at me, within the range where I can hit you and you can hit me. Okay, so this is the range that I can hit you and you can hit me, and the line of fire is defined as the straight line between both of us. Okay, that's a line of fire. Got it? Within the range there, you can hit me and I can hit you. You can get me and I can get you. The line, the closest line, the straight line between you and me, that's a line of fire. Say for example, if I stand square with you and this is a range, I can get you, you can get me. I can reach your body, you can reach my body. This is the line of fire. This is the line of fire. Okay, so the range and the line. Now, the name of the game of playing or handling this line of fire is we want to be within the range, but we want our line of fire can touch the opponent, and the opponent's line of fire cannot touch us. For example, within this range, this is line of fire, okay? You can touch me, I can touch you. Now, as soon as I shift like this, your line of fire is still like this, but it's off my body already. And my line of fire can touch you. Okay? Still within the range. Okay? So, the name of the game is at every instance, the play is such that your line of fire can touch me, but my line of fire cannot touch you. Okay? Now, that is the whole game's about. From here, you can see all the momentum, the timing, the footwork, the techniques, the force, the strength, the forceful, everything is supporting this thing. Okay? However, if one doesn't know this, there is no way one can play this game of fighting. Okay? So again, there's the range and there's a line of fire. Okay? And in terms of range, we know there's a short strike guy's range and there's a long fist range and those kind of range. And then there is the line of fire. Okay. So with this, a block, a tan sao, okay, a block, punch, a tan sao, or a hook, all this doesn't mean a thing if it doesn't support the momentum and the play of this line of fire. This line of fire. Okay, so in Wing Chun we have the center axis. Don't use center line because the center line is just a line. This is the axis because it is the vertical axis of the center of gravity. That line, that axis, okay, and then there's a line of fire. Okay, so that is the play. Okay, so if people say I have this jing, fa jing, let's ask, what is this got to do with the line of fire and the real exchange? Like driving in the highway, we can say, oh yeah, my Porsche can go from 0 to 60 in say 3 seconds. But what is got to do with be able to drive really well in the highway? Okay, the Porsche is just a supporting thing. If one doesn't know how to drive in the highway, one crash. Okay. So all this qi gong, all this jing, all these techniques, okay, you use tan sao, I use fok sao, all this kind of thing, or lap da, tan da, all this kind of thing doesn't mean a thing if one doesn't know the game, how to play the line of fire. Okay. So this is line of fire. Okay, the basic concept. So one need to know that. The second thing is, usually when practice certain type of traditional art, one get into some kind of assumption. Okay, we know that in the line of fire it is extremely dynamic. Okay, it's about momentum, and it doesn't follow the rules of Wing Chun or boxing or Tai Chi or Xingyi or whatever. It have only one rule. That rule is the law of physics. Okay, and it got nothing to do with this qi gong. I get this qi and all this kind of thing. It's law of physics. That's the bottom line. And in Wing Chun itself, okay, we can see there's a few assumptions there, which is people thought, oh yeah, that is the answer, the solution for fighting, for everything. However, we don't even know what is the assumption. Number one assumption is something called structure. Okay, stand on the structure, the whole body hold on the structure. So something come, I can turn him, I can crush him, forward pressure, this kind of stuff. Well, analogy of that is like what? It's like you put a roadblock in the highway, across the highway. Okay. Well, if the other guy who come in from the line, straight from the line of fire, is a bicycle, okay, you can stop him. If what is coming in is a bulldozer or a Ferrari traveling 150 miles per hour, forget about it. Okay, the whole thing will be smashed. Okay, so there's the assumption. For example, the assumption of have this body behind our punch. Okay, so we can have this forward power, crush forward like this tanda. You see, this is line of fire. My line of fire and the opponent fire. If this is a line, there is a crush, there's a struggle. The guy who have less momentum will lose. This for sure. Even if one have a bigger momentum, like a two-car crush, you look at a lorry, a truck crushing a Porsche, still the truck will get damaged, even though the Porsche might totally gone. Okay, total. So if we think with the structure and with the tanda this way, you can solve all the issue in the world, that is problem. Okay, that is problem. The second assumption is this. This is the line of fire. People like to get out of the line of fire. Get out of the line of fire. And what they don't know is when they get out of the line of fire, they get out of range too. So one get out of the range, get out of the line of fire, the other party, the opponent cannot get us, and we have no way to get the other party, and that will usually end up the other guy keeping chasing, one guy keeping running. Okay? However, the guy who run will get in trouble, because as soon as the guy who chase get into the range, the guy who run or keeping move out of the line will sit there like a duck, okay, to become the target. So this is the assumption. For example, the structure, the center line, okay, crush into the center line, pushing into the center line, and move out of the center line and move out of the range too, keeping moving out. This three type of case is a case of death. Okay, for the guy who know how to play the line of fire, will get in the range, his range. Okay, he might be a long fist range, because his expertise in his art is long fist, or short strike range. Get into the range, align his line of fire to finish up the whole thing. While if we keep assume the tanda, the structure, and move out, it just means that we have no clue of what we are doing. And then it boils down to what? Aggressive. Okay? Just do any brute force aggressive. There is no longer an art of self-defense. That is just plain desperado. Okay? Now, people talk about, can your art handle under pressure? Well, if one doesn't understand this line of fire and the range science behind it, and one have not trained in it, how can one stay under pressure, handle under pressure? So again, it's like the highway. If one is smooth and fluent and very good experience driving the highway, it doesn't matter. One simply cannot put a roadblock there or drive out the highway to think that that is the way how to drive the highway. Okay. So test under pressure, it just means, do we know the science? If we know the science, we know how to develop the skill, how to handle it, then one can handle it. Otherwise, one can sit down there getting stressed, getting pressure and everything, and getting brute force at the end. Okay, at the end, it's like getting emotion, getting brute force. We don't want to do that in the highway, okay? Because they will get one kill in the highway if we're getting the brute force. Okay? So there's the assumption we have to watch out. And again, learning to be having the jing, force flow, techniques, special secret techniques, special footwork doesn't save us from problem and trouble. As soon as one doesn't know the line of fire handling and doesn't know the range handling and how to play it, okay, then one cannot play, okay? And again, this line of fire is not just a straight line, okay? When something roadblock there, like a car, when it doesn't go this way, they can go curve, okay? And so there's a lot of play here, okay? There's the beauty of the science and the art of the martial arts, okay? That's what one want to learn. The third thing I want to share with you is this so-called soft and hard, okay? It is for, in general, people say, well, I want to do this in the soft way, retreat in the soft way, okay? And my Wing Chun is soft, okay? You know, the definition of the soft of the Chinese, the proper definitions: hard meaning rigid, restrained, okay, forceful. Soft meaning flexible, lively, unrestrained. That is what hard and soft. Got nothing to do with soft, hard. Got nothing to do with this thing. So, if we call ourselves Wing Chun, we say, well, we have a soft art, and we still fighting this way, punching the straight line in the line of fire, crushing the opponent line of fire. Come on, that's nothing to do with soft. That's just brute force hard. Okay? Because it is crushing in the both parties line of fire. Everybody can get hit, and then it just go rigidly, forceful, brute forcefully, and really fixed. Chain Pan has to do this way. Tan Sao has to do. Tan Da has to do this way. That's hard. Okay? So, soft is not that. That is hard. Soft is be able to find angle in, okay? To be able to play the line of fire. That is called soft. Okay? So what is this got to do with, oh, I want to play the internal art, soft? Got nothing to do with that. Okay? And or how I play my Xiu Lim Tao really slow and soft. Got anything to do with that? No. Or, oh yeah, soft has to mean that I have to defensive, I have to be retreat, and then I absorb his power. You know what? Get into reality. In a line of fire, like in the highway, there's no such thing as I say, oh, I have to retreat, I have to absorb the power. Try to absorb the power in the highway, see what happens. So there's a lot of play there. Okay, if you look at MMA and sport and so forth, you see that line of fire handling is line of fire handling. It is not those idealistic like in the movie or somebody's legend. I will absorb the power and bounce him back. Have you ever seen that in the real life? Have you seen that in the highway or a collusion? Fighting in the line of fire, it is a collusion. It's a collision. Okay. The good one and the bad one is the good one do not get right in hit, but can be able to angle it so that it have minimum damage. And once a while, it get into head on too. Okay. So there's a reality of hard and soft. Okay. Speed and so forth is the key. Speed and momentum, because momentum it is your mass and your speed or your velocity. Okay, velocity meaning directions, right? Forget about this soft, hard, absorb power. I can sink the power to the ground. The minute one sink the power to the ground, that is the problem, because the whole body become rigid like hell if one holding a structure. Thinking about you put the best roadblock there and what is coming in is a 10 tons bulldozer and see what happens. Okay. So there's hard and soft. Another thing is this. We talked about this before I share about this first contact momentum. Okay, first contact momentum. Why you need that first contact momentum? Meaning be able to dynamically hold oneself, integrate oneself instead of scattering or instead of holding a structure to hold so solid so that it become very rigid. Because this first contact momentum is needed because in the game of the line of fire, okay, within the range, if that's without range, there's no fighting. That's within the range, line of fire. Sun Tzu Bing Fa, the Art of War by Sun Tzu, chapter 5, the energy, the momentum chapter. Okay, the Shi, saying very good. Okay, it said one 正和. It said 正和 in Mandarin, 其胜. Meaning that directly one has to be able to handle the potential, the pressure, the potential, the directly, okay, or the momentum directly. One need to be able to handle the momentum. And one always has to use indirect to secure the victory. So the deal is this. You have the line of, you and me square off. You have a line of fire, I have a line of fire. Can I handle this? Even before we start. That is the first contact momentum. In the Iron Man movie type of analogy is, when you face out, you want to see all your sensors, all your engine is intact. Because you're going to go very fast, okay? That is the what is the purpose of the first contact momentum. And then because at that point, one align the line of fire of the both party. The guy who run away will lose momentum, because if he run away, cannot come back. The guy who target the momentum is just like a tiger. If the prey run, like the way it's going to hop in, that is momentum, okay? So that is at the direct, has to be handled that. and then using the indirect to victory, to secure the victory, meaning that, for example, we square off. Okay, this is the line of momentum. And we're ready, and it's ready. It is going to accelerate 0 to 60 miles in 1 second. Okay, whoever blink, who lose. Okay, there's the line of fire. There's the direct, and then it start. When it start, if we are in Wing Chun, we move in. Okay, retrograde. So the angle of fire, now we have turned the angle of fire and stick in. Okay, so that is what is called the indirect, to secure the victory. Of course, this has to be trained. The footwork, the body, and the whole thing has to be, it's just a split of second. Okay, it's not sitting down there tan sao like this. Okay, Wing Chun, Hendrik, it's nothing to do like this, nothing to do with that. It just wait for that 1 second. It just inertia, it's just go and then just holding spin. Okay, so it's like the whole thing is really dynamic. Okay, so this is all the reality of fighting. This is just the basic. Without training this, one really don't know how to play this game. And if we don't train, we don't have this knowledge. We know how to run, because if I'm not good in fighting, which is like me, I'm not good in fighting. I look at that guy have so good in the first contact momentum and his handling of the range and the line of fire. I run. Why should I go stay there? Be gung ho, right? Now another thing about this about the short strike and the long fist is, again, you say we Wing Chun, we go this, okay? Center line straight. The long fist guy, like say in Western boxing, you just avoid a little bit and give a shot here. I lost because he hit me. Okay, because my line of fire is like this. His line of fire coming in, and my body cannot sustain that. I can get hit, and I lost. So it doesn't matter with this the short strike or long fist or whatever we say. The bottom line is the line of fire handling, the range handling. Okay. Now again, finally, I want to share with you this. We are saying, oh, tan sao, tan da, okay, like this. This is not that long. Okay, this is not that long. Tan da, that long. Okay. If you look at people train in a long fist, where they put 2 tires, the opponent have 1 tire, like used tire, the car used car tire, one standing within the tire, another opponent standing on the other tire, and try to jab each other to get the angle off and jab each other. Think, if we're keeping doing this kind of thing versus those kind of long range, okay, and within this line of fire, will we win or we get into a big serious problem? Okay, with those people who train that way. So today I'd like to share with you, in summary, is the line of fire and range. And the most important thing, my message here today is not to promote violence or anything, or saying that we are #1 fighter and everything. No, this is a science and education. So the weaker people like us, like me, or female Wing Chun sister, be able to judge what's going on and what need to be trained. Okay. And again, watch out for ourselves. The sila of the this Buddhism, the Buddha's teaching. Those are not killed, those are not hurt, those are not bullied. And always remember, when we are better, we are richer, we are stronger, we always will bully other people if we don't watch out for ourselves.